obviously the first thing was boxes of candy for my junior football league. We had to do that to raise money for new equipment. Then my sister was in the Girl Scouts, so they always sold those amazing Girl Scout cookies every year. So I would help her do that. Then at school, to raise money for our athletic programs, we would also sell things like boxes of candy or posters or figurines or books, whatever they could put in front of us to sell to make money off of. That's what we sold. So you had to learn very quick about the product you were selling. And the more you sold, the more money that your program made to buy sporting equipment, which was super cool to know that I was contributing by selling. So let's see, what else? Well, one of the other things that I did is I had a 10-speed bicycle that my grandpa had bought me, and I cherished this thing. I loved it. But I saw the other kids around the neighborhood and around the city on the BMX bikes. They were like really sleek, low to the ground. They were like racer pedal bikes. And I wanted one so bad. So one day I was riding my bike around and I went by this bicycle shop. It had the most beautiful BMX bike in the window. It was as if they put it there knowing I was coming by that day. This was back in the late 70s, early 80s. And I said, man, I gotta get that. So once again, I came home and I said, Mom, I saw this bike. I'm really excited about it. I wondered, can you get me this bike? So she asked me how much it was, and I said, well, it's $300. She said, there's no way I can afford that. I'm sorry, I can't do it. If you want it, you'll have to work for it. So here's kind of another venture I went on. There was a local farmer that every summer would hire kids or anybody to pick strawberries by hand. And you would get paid by how many pints you picked. So you'd get there early Saturday morning and you'd work throughout the day, and then you'd come back Sunday, and then you'd work throughout the day, and then that Sunday late afternoon they'd pay you in cash. Well, let me just say, I had to pick a lot of strawberries in order to afford that bike, but I ended up getting it. I got the bike. I was so incredibly proud of it that I had worked so hard, and I basically sold my service to somebody else to get that bike. So I said, okay, for the hours I'm here, I'm yours. And what are you going to give me for that? And it was money. So as raw as that sounds, that's how it really works. That's just the true definition of sales. Is you have something to offer, somebody else wants to buy it. They pay you, you get the money. That money gives you freedom to do other things.